What's to you two fam? It's your girl TK. Look, today I really wanted to get online and talk to you guys about something that's on my heart. It's really weighing heavy. Now, when I had this conversation with y'all, I know y'all gonna be like, TK, you a little crazy for saying this. But I'm finna say it. I'm finna get it off my mind, okay? I want you guys to understand something. I really feel like these folks out here in these streets want to take people of color back to 1925. I really believe they want, a half black, half white section, like for colors only section. This is how they're coming across, especially the governor of Florida. Now, before I get into how I am feeling, I want you guys to understand. I'm gonna have to throw it back for y'all just a tad bit. Sometimes you gotta throw it back for the peoples. Now, I want you guys to understand, if you haven't looked at any of my videos, please know Ron DeSantis wanted to get rid of African American studies. We're over that. We know he wanted to do it, but he could not. Ron, you didn't get rid of it. So guess what he tried to do? He tried to say, since I can't get rid of the African American studies, let's just get rid of AP history in its entirety. Now, once he said that, then our good president, guess what he decided to say? A child should be able to elect what education, the schools, they should be able to pick, what schooling that they go to. And Miss Devos got online and she basically was saying that's called education freedom. No, actually, it's not called education freedom. That's just a little nice word that y'all put over to hide, or I should say it's that blanket y'all like to put over things to hide what's really reality. It's not education freedom. Let's entertain the real topics. The real topics that we need to be entertaining is Brown versus Board of Education, which discusses segregation, which Ron DeSantis has always been talking about from the beginning. Segregation. Then if you don't want to talk about the segregation, let's talk about the 14th Amendment, which states that a child should be given the right to public schooling, okay? Free public schooling. And they should be able to go to the school of their choice without any issues. That's the real topics. That's the real meat of the conversations that we need to be, discussing. This is the stuff that we should be discovering, although it shouldn't be a topic that should be discovered. It should be a topic that should have already been entertained. But for some reason, segregation has to have a little blanket be put over everything, and I'm trying to figure out why. Why is this our reality? Why do we have to put blankets over it? Why can't we talk about the real topics, which is segregation? Why can't we talk about the real topics, which is the 14th Amendment? But what really threw me out the ballpark was when I realized it was our education secretary who was the one who was really talking about segregation. She's not really talking about the real issues that we're having in these schools, and it's just sad. It is really a freaking sad situation. It's a real sad topic to talk about, but it's our reality. And if we don't entertain it, if we don't talk about these issues that are happening in these streets, who is? We're going to be stuck in 1925 forever. We're going to go around and we'll be living in modern times, still living in 1925. And that behavior shouldn't be allowed. Y'all, I'm holding my phone this way because I don't want people thinking I'm recording them. But y'all see me. Y'all know what time it is. But anyhow, that behavior shouldn't be allowed. Those attitudes should not be allowed. But consistently, they are. And it's just like, somebody say something. Like, say that this behavior should not be accepted. It's not appropriate. And we are not in 1925. Why are we not talking about the real issues? Why are we not addressing the real problems? I honestly don't understand how President not Biden, but President Obama was even the president of the United States, because when it comes to real change, there's none. When I tell you, these public officials in these positions that's working for the government, they put blankets over situations and they're like, we touched about it. We touched on these topics. No, you don't. You don't talk about the Constitution. You don't talk about the laws. You put up a fancy word to minimize having to change. In reality, they do not want to change. They want everything to stay the same. And that is the real reason why we don't have bipartisanship or bicameral leadership within the United States. It's a sickening situation. It's a cycle that needs hope. We are in a sad time, and if we don't change, like soon. Like, we will definitely be going back to Jim Crow laws. So I don't know, like, I don't know what to say. Like, you, Miss Devos or Devos or however you want to say it, the former secretary, she don't want to talk about the real issues. Joe Biden, he's really not talking about the real issues. And fudge, the freaking governor of Florida, he wants to fudge and take us back to Jim Crow. And he wants to hide issues. Like, what's really tea in these streets? Y'all really gonna have to let me know what's really tea. And now, what y'all letting me know, y'all also can know that I am on the community tab. I always say that at the end of my videos after I make one, that I am on the community tab. So if you want to be in contact with me, y'all can check me out there. So check me out on my community tab. Also, I want you guys to note that I also have an Instagram. So y'all can check me out on my Instagram. Honestly, guys, when I be talking, I know I'm like making videos and I'm putting out information, but it's imperative that you guys pay attention to your laws, rules, regulations. Pay attention to the Constitution of our United States. Pay attention to the practices and the behaviors, especially the governmental spending with our just recent president, how he's overspending, and no one's even holding him accountable. Honestly, in 2023, we should be using the word accountability, because no practices or procedures will change if they are not willing to change. We need to be holding these people accountable. It is your choice to do it. And I hope you choose today accountability. Okay? Because if you don't do that, that's when fraud, waste, and abuse continues and it occurs. Okay? It will continue. The cycle will continue. Y'all, let me get off the line before I keep talking. Peace, love, and happiness, guys. Bye.